countless animals have been surgically dismembered, drugged, starved, fatigued, frozen, electrically shocked, maddened, and killed. This is all done in the belief that their behavior, closely observed, would cast light on the nature of humankind. Social isolation is most common in a mother and infant being separated to study the effects. It could also be used as a measure of distress and whether or not it would reduce an animal's ability to see their reflection. Psychological and biochemical effects of fear and stress are executed by tying an animal to a grid and using electric shock to measure biochemical changes. Aggression is often studied by electric shocks and other painful stimuli to produce a fighting behavior. Animals are often starved to 80% of their normal body weight to study the effects of food deprivation on sexual and aggressive behavior and the behavior of infant animals. The process of electric shock has been used with aggression and in the psychological and biochemical effects of fear and has been called a 1B plus 1C treatment. One example of this therapy is electric shock to the eyes of rabbits to make them blink. These experiments on the brain were just conducted for scientific curiosity. There is no medical justifications for producing brain damage in healthy animals who, in any other case, may respond quite differently. The common drugs tested on animals are antidepressants, sleeping pills, sedatives, stimulants, and tranquilizers. This is done while ignoring the fact that more reliable information could surely be obtained by observation of the large number of people currently taking the drug.
In an analysis of the scientific literature, Phillips and Sexter found that articles on animal welfare quadrupled following passage of the 1966 Animal Welfare Act. According to Jasper and Nauken, 10 to 15 million Americans now belong to at least one animal welfare group, and 1 in 5 Americans claim to have donated money to an animal protection organization. In fact, by the end of the 1980s, Congress was receiving more letters about animal welfare than any other topic. Between 1987 and 1995, approximately one-fourth of state legislators introduced bills to stop the use of animals in education, and several additional state and federal bills were introduced to restrict animal research. A mail survey was sent to 5,000 randomly selected members of the American Psychological Association. Responses were received from 3,982 individuals. These were the results. 31.4% of respondents said they strongly supported the use of animals in psychological research. 48.6% said they supported it. 9.1% said they opposed it. 5.0% said they strongly opposed it. And 5.8% said they were not sure. In addition, 68.9% of respondents said animal research was necessary for progress in psychology, compared with the only 13.4% who said it was not. And 70.6% of respondents said funding for animal research should be maintained or increased, compared with 29.4% who said it should be reduced.
Humans are often familiar with apes and dolphins speaking and mimicking our language, but birds are a whole different story. Animals of all kinds know how to communicate with us if we just listen. Irene Pepperberg, a psychologist, adopted an African gray parrot, Alex, from a pet store and studied it for around 30 years. Teaching it over 100 words and 50 objects, the parrot was a brainiac. In fact, its last words to Irene were, "You be good. See you tomorrow. Love you." Another instance of animal testing done was a study on how important maternal care is with baby monkeys. Psychologist Harry Harlow created 2 forms of a mother for the monkeys. One made of cold hard wires that provided milk, and another one that was warm and soft made of blankets providing comfort but no milk. Given the choice, the infant monkeys spent the majority of their time with the soft, warmer version that gave them security and presence, rather than the cold wire mother that gave them nothing but food.
Hold them down. Let's just get it over with.
Testing. 1,
2, 3. Come here.
I want to take you on a trip. It won't be pretty.
Look. What do we see?
Testing.
Animal testing.
They get hurt. Bad.
Bad.
The kind of burning,
Bleeding.
Fear-producing.
cage circling, screaming hurt that we shudder to even imagine.
All in the name of research.
Testing. 1,
2,
3. Does a rabbit wear mascara in the wild?
Do you hop around laying pellets in your pad? Hope not.
Animals react to drugs differently than we do.
Because mice are not little men.
Because mice are not little men.
Because they can't tell you how much it hurts.
Bottom line, their systems are different than ours.
Remember, it hurts.
They bleed just like we do.
They suffer just as we do.
They feel lonely and sad just like we do.
They want to live
Just like we do.
because when it comes to pain, hunger, and thirst,
And not wanting to die,
we're all basically the same.